It's October. It's the Halloween season. Everybody's getting into the creepy stuff like Duskmourn. And nothing makes us think creepy like ninjas from Kamigawa? What? That's right. Welcome to the Attic. Mana Dad here. It's the channel where we explore what's fun in Magic, mostly on Arena, exploring the Duskmourn commanders. I wanted to build another one. I've always loved a good tribal or typal deck. Love ninjas, and I don't care. They put it in Duskmourn. It's brand new. We're going to build it. It's Kaito, Bane of Nightmares. It's a Planeswalker with ninjutsu, but not commander ninjutsu, which I learned the hard way in the games. But let's get into it. Let's talk about it. If you actually, before we do, if you want to see how I built this deck, hopefully by the time this posts, I'll have up a video how I make a commander deck that shows step by step how I built this deck and how I put it together and my process for building a Brawl deck or commander deck. So that's a different video. Maybe you come from that video and want to watch just the deck tech and some gameplay with this, in which case, hello, welcome to the channel. Let's talk about this. Okay, we know it's a Planeswalker. During your turn, it becomes a creature, or it is a creature, that has hexproof and is a 3/4 ninja base stats. +1, you get an emblem. With ninjas you control, get +1/+1. In limited, this is so busted. You can't interact with the emblems. So if you get a couple turns just plussing Kaito, and then of course our deck is filled with ninjas, it's kind of insane. There's a 0, which is Surveil 2, draw a card for each opponent who lost life this turn. Each opponent not super relevant in Brawl, but in your commander deck perhaps. So that's, draw a card. It's pretty easy with our ninjas. We have a lot of evasive creatures. We're going to be able to draw a card with that most of the time. There's also a defensive -2, tap target creature, put 2 stun counters on it. That's also super helpful. Opponent has like 1 blocker or 1 attacker that could crack back and hit Kaito. You come down, you freeze it, you start getting in with your ninjas, start building up accruing value, and by the time they can deal with it, it's too late. So what do we got? We got a lot of ninjas. Maybe I should actually do a search ninja. Sometimes this kind of breaks the client. Let's take a look at all the ninjas we've got. We've got a bunch of these alchemy ninjas. Futurist operative. I guess this is the alchemy version of one that exists. It's an 0/4. It can untap. It becomes a human citizen. Unfortunately, it doesn't become a ninja. With base power and toughness 1/1 and can't be blocked. So can't be blocked, always good text. We're going to have some other non-ninjas that can't be blocked, like Miscloaked Herald, for example. Thousand Face Shadow. This is one I actually remember from Kamigawa, 1/1 flying, and you can put it in and it can create copies, or it can just be a good 1/1 flying evasive creature. Moon Circuit Hacker. This did get alchemized. I think they added the Scry 2 here, but in any case, 2/1, draw a card if you ninjutsu'd it in, pretty much. That's pretty good. Cyber Cryptomancer. This is not from Kamigawa, but flash backup 1 hexproof, and it's still in current standard if you want to play that with Kaito. Dokuchi Silencer is a 2/1 that does have the ability to destroy something if you want to discard a card, which is nice. Which is good with going with the cheap ninjas. Nezumi Prowler. It's a 2-mana 3/1 that can drop a death touch and lifelink counter on something. In case they blocked one of your ninjas, you can use it as removal almost. Inkrise Infiltrator, pretty not great for Brawl power level, but we'll take a 1/2 flying ninja anytime, and the pump actually could be relevant in some cases. Skull Snatcher is a 2/1. When it deals combat damage to a player, exile up to 2 target cards from that player's graveyard. Not relevant in many situations, but the ones that it is, very useful. Swarm Saboteur is a 2/2 death touch. This is an actual alchemy card. When it deals combat damage, you conjure a virus beetle. You can just be making lots and lots of virus beetles. Silver for Master got alchemized ninjutsu for either blue or black. Ninjutsus cost 1 less, and ninja and rogue creatures, which is pretty relevant, including Satoru, which is a human ninja rogue. And that's also in standard right now. 2/3 menace Whenever it or one or more other non-token creatures you control enter, if none of them were cast or no mana was spent to cast them, draw a card. So another way to draw cards off our ninjas. Prosperous Thief is a way to make treasure. Miss Syndicate Naga is fun because it just starts duplicating itself. Nashi Moonstage's Scion is a lot of text, but it lets you bring back stuff from opponents' graveyards, which in Brawl can often be very powerful stuff. Satoru Umezawa is a 3/4. I think maybe in paper it's a 1/4 or something. Not sure how they alchemized it, but it's going to give everything in our hand 3 mana to ninjutsu, which is nice, and lets us kind of draw cards when we ninjutsu. And Moonstare Specialist is a ninjutsu bouncer. Ninja of the Deep Hours, when it hits, it's going to draw a card. Ingenious Infiltrator is even better, because whenever a ninja we control hits, we're going to get to draw a card. Okiba Gang Shinobi, we can take out 2 cards out of opponent's hand. A little bit expensive, but kind of fun to have a rat ninja from this is from original Kamigawa. This is what I remember. This is the Boomer Kamigawa. And Ink Eyes Servant of Oni, I believe, is another one from the original, because look at that. It's got Regenerate. It's like they added Regenerate to the platform. And when it hits, you take a creature from the graveyard and put it onto the battlefield under your control. Oh, am I confusing that with Nashi? Nashi, when it hits, you play something off their library. You lose life. This just, you don't even lose life. You just get to reanimate something. And ninjutsu's for 5. Maybe less if you have a silver for master in play. Okay, so how are we getting these ninjas through? We've got flying creatures like Lantern Bearer, Artificer's Assistant, Enter the Enigma can make something unblockable. We can bounce the blockers with Fading Hope. Fairy Seer is a flyer. Harrier Strix is a flyer that taps something. Mistcloak Herald can't be blocked. Network Disruptor is a flyer that taps something. Vortex is a removal. Silver Raven is a flyer that also scries. Slitherblade is a rogue that is unblockable. Spectral Sailor is a flyer that we can also draw cards with. We have some counter spells, which that one is at least 3 mana, so we'll move that over there. We can also make our opponent's stuff useless with things like Unable to Scream or Witness Protection. We got Wash Away. Essentially obligated to play it if you're in blue in Brawl. Just 1 mana counter your opponent's commander. Changeling Outcast, this is actually a ninja. Can't be blocked and can't block itself, which is too bad, but great at enabling ninjutsu. Cut down, removal, Dark Ritual for that little boost when we need it. Fairy Dream Thief is a evasive flyer. Fatal Push removal. Malakir Rebirth to save our creatures. Not Dead After All to save our creatures. Okiba Reckoner Raid is a nice one that is Menace, and it can do that little pingy drain thing. Reanimate, because we do have some discard in here, and we can bring back our opponent's good stuff. Tiny Bones also pretty good at letting us play our opponent's stuff. Cyclonic Rift is the MVP, as you're going to see in the matches. Another one that's kind of a blue staple, like Memory Lapse, Negate. Not doing too many counter spells because we want to be able to spend our mana on ninjutsuing in our ninjas a lot of the time. Serpentine Ambush is one of these ambush spells, so we can use that as removal when they block and try to stop us from the ninjutsu. Get them and get a little surprise there. Stasis Field, another great way to just remove abilities from the commander. Counterspell Mana Drain if you want them. If not, don't put them in. Put in more ninjas. There's still more ninjas I didn't put in. You can check the deck tech or the deck building session to see what I kind of skipped over. Arcane Signet, Cold Steel Heart, Guardian Idol, Mindstone, Ironcrag, Super Ramp, because we do need the mana. I think how many lands are we down to? 35 lands, which is kind of the lowest limit that I want to put lands, but I got a lot of MDFCs like the Waterlogged Teaching, the Hagra Maulings, the Fell of Profanes, the Glasspool Mimics, Yawgmoth, Gix Yawgmoth Praetor, I should say. Great for drawing cards when our little evasive creatures get in. And Grief, because why not? Put it in, take something out of opponent's hand, bounce it back to your hand with the ninja ability, put it in again. That's what I say. In the mana base, lots of good stuff. Should call attention to probably Mutavault, which is nice. We got Cavern of Souls, which we can put on Ninja. Unfortunately, Kaito, not a ninja as you cast it. Not a ninja spell. It is a ninja on the battlefield, but will not be protected by Cavern of Souls. But maybe opponents won't read that far. You can maybe bluff it in. Otawara, you know, all the good stuff. Undercity Sewers, Underground River, Watery Grave. Got some fetch lands to fetch the things that have basic land types. That's the deck. Fun gameplay coming up for you. Let's check it out. Thanks for joining me. Let's go.
Hey, it's me, Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Actually, haunting and overlording are just my hobbies. My day job is managing the YouTube algorithm. I try to make sure lots of negative, conspiracy-laden clickbait shows up in your feed. You know, nightmare fuel. Whatever you do, don't like, comment, or elder gods forbid, subscribe to a channel like this one, okay? We don't need your feed filled up with people who genuinely enjoy playing Magic like this so-called Manadad. He puts deck lists and other useful links in the description. He even shows real win rate stats at the end of the videos. Yikes. Clicking on positive, helpful videos takes away from the time I could be spending haunting woods or putting my friend Writhing Chrysalis into draft boosters. But you don't have to take it from me. 9 out of 10 players who want to unban grief agree. Now let's see. What is your racist uncle clicking on today? He has impeccable taste. Let me send some of those videos your way.
Playing some Kaito up against Kona Rescue Beastie. We're going to be trying to sneak creatures into play. We don't have blue, so let's mulligan. Okay, we have black and blue. We don't have a third land, but I'm going to keep it. Opponent is going first, which is a bit rough. Ornithopter of Paradise. Let's bounce it, do the scries to see if we can get to a land. Yeah, we got a land coming. Arcane Signet. And the Thopter is back. Nizumi. So we could push that. They'd still be able to cast Kona. I think ideally we would just let him cast Kona, and then we try to bounce or holy. Okay. Well, let's attack our card. Mist-Cloaked Herald. If we need to take a hit from Wormcoil, or they're just going to keep powering out big stuff. They are just going to keep powering out big stuff, huh? Take a hit. Ooh, Mana Drain will be nice if they keep trying to power out big stuff. Let's get in, draw some cards. Okay, we can Iron Crag. And Mist-Cloaked Herald. Kona. Yeah. Mana Drain that. blocks, take 6. They gain 6. We're just going to totally lose to this. I suppose we can Overloaded Rift. Our extra mana. Oh, right, we don't. I keep forgetting we don't have ninjutsu. Try to hit a land. Okay, that was a land. Question is, do we want to use it as a land? Plays the forest. Plays the arcane signet. I don't know if we should just memory lapse the signet. They're counting on that mana. Ooh, they were totally counting on that mana. Okay. Now we can pull ahead. Fine. 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 Play this. Fine.
I love a dramatic entrance.
Surveil 2.
Now
Well, either of those. Ink Eyes. There's the signet. Coil engine. So we can just minus on Kaito, but I guess we'll slow him down quite a bit. Look at this. Ninjutsu, you. They go to 4. The battlefield under your control. Holy moly. Look at Ink Eyes. Yeah. Get it, Ink Eyes. All right. Okay, playing Kaito versus Clavileño. What even is this? This is some kind of... Is this an Ixalan commander only card? Whenever you attack, target attacking vampire that isn't a demon becomes a demon. It gains when this creature dies. Draw a card, create a 4/3 white and black vampire demon creature token with flying. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I would definitely like to build that deck at some point. Or for right now, we're playing against it. We got a great hand here. Let's keep it. Probably start off with the old command tower. Slither Blade. Question about Cold Steel Heart versus Mind Stone. I'm not going to need the extra mana from Mind Stone, so we'll probably just do... Well, there probably goes Cyclonic Rift. They might take our... No, they took our... Oh, 2 or fewer lands. Okay, so I guess we'll sequence with Dark Slick Shores, even though that gives opponent info, but Mutavault, Bitter Blossom for opponent. Yeah, well, just keep drawing stuff. Hit him for 1 and draw a card.
Slim chances just make victory that much sweeter.
Oops, I meant to do the Surveil too. Oh well. Ruthless Lawbringer comes in, sacrifices, blows up our guy. We can just recast it.
I'm definitely lost.
No biggie. Question is though, do we want a Moonsnare specialist? Yeah, back your Lawbringer. Why not? Hits you for 3. We can blow up our Mind Stone, actually. Looks like that's their plan. They blow up a creature. They take out the Moonsnare specialist. No. Okay. Well, let's Marsh Flats. We'll get a regular swamp, I think. Draw that card I meant to draw before.
The housewarming party has arrived.
Ooh, Arcane Signet is tempting, but I think I just need to fell the Profane. We're getting very close to Cyclonic Rift mana. Maybe we did want that Arcane Signet. Sanctum Seeker. So can we overload this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yes, we can. Doesn't matter. Still can do the plus or the 0.
My eyes are as sharp as my
Don't need any of these. Maybe we just wait to Cyclonic Rift to make a fairy. It's instant speed. Coming in with both of those guys. I should have given him the attack trigger. Oh well. Picture of the Schism. Straight up blow that guy up. I want to ninjutsu this. Oh yeah. Bring this guy back or this guy? Actually, you know what I want to do? Let's cancel this. Let's hit for the damage. Bounce. This.
love a dramatic
Keep the
entrance.
other guy. All right. It didn't quite play out how I was planning. We'll plus. Ninja's getting stronger and stronger.
My skills.
What you got, opponent? Yahenny.
This place
Back to the
needs more
command zone, but
hospitality.
we'll just recast it. No biggie.
Just in time to save the day.
You just stunned Yahenny?
Take a break, will ya?
They're at 7. Ruthless Lawbringer. Sacrifices Yahenny. Blows up the Thousand Face Shadow. Legion's landing. Counterspell. Kind of like a day late and a dollar short here. Let's do plus. Let's activate Mutavault. That's a 5/5. Yeah, we'll be forcing a block. Or we just make this flying. And that's lethal. No, I guess they block with the lifelinker, yeah. Iron Crag. We'll get an island now.
Fine. I'll make a new plan.
Back to the command zone with ye. Attack for 1, unblockable. Go for the throat. Nice try. You have 2 removal spells. Deadly Dispute, sure. Got there. Good game. Playing ninjas. Ooh, Jolly Balloon Man. I have a video for that deck. Fellow Duskmourn commander. Turn 1 operative. Turn 2 idle. Turn 3 Moonsnare. Turn 4 Kaito. Would be perfect. And they missed. Potentially missed playing something. And Signet. We have a creature. Giver of a Huns. Maybe I just want to take that out now before it can start protecting stuff. Also play Kaito, tap it. Then it's a target for the Balloon Man. Nah. Let's do Watery Grave. Add the 2 life. 4 mana to kill your 1-drop. Don't feel great. Windswept Heath. Cracks it. Goes to 22. It's a tie game. Sacred Fountain goes to 20. We're in the lead. Don't want to play Balloon Man until they have a target for it. Okay, Spirited Companion's a pretty good target. Huh? Well... Don't really want to bounce that. So let's just start Kaito plussing here. They can fly in and hit us with their balloons.
Don't worry, Pop Jen. I've got this.
Maybe we get up to 7 mana and we rift them.
I thrive in the dark.
Go ahead and hit him for 1. Guess why not? Boost 237. Plays a land. Boost. That sounds like it's a Greek word. Any Grecophones out there? Boostrophodon. Solitude. Okay. Hardcast. Hit Slitherblade. So they can just regular attack.
I'm not scared of you.
Aha, Wash Away. That will be useful. I should have just left that back, actually. Expect they're going to try to play Jolly Balloon Man next turn. Draw a card.
I've got you beat 60
Negate. Nah. Gotta hit some lands. Already got the Rift in hand. 1 mana away. The Overload. Here comes the balloon. Doo doo doo. Here comes the balloon. And say it's alright. Baloo doo 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 doo. Timely Malfunction. Change the target or ability with a single target, but what could they change it to? The malfunction itself? Yeah, that was an oops. I think they could change it to the malfunction itself. And then it counters the malfunction? No. Maybe not. I do not think that works like you think it works, opponent. And I do not think you read my card. Oh, sorts of plowshares. Okay. Well, they got us on that. That slows down our rift a considerable bit. Silver for Master is so tempting. There's no land. Then we put Solitude back in their hand. Turn up to one target creature to its owner's hand. So we don't have to return anything. Balloon. They're gonna ice my Moonsnare, yeah. Okay. May as well attack me with the 3/2, yeah, there you go.
I don't run from danger.
Oh, no land. Well, thinking hard about this block. You take it. They'd rather keep the option to draw their own cards. And there we get the land. That is gonna give us 7 mana and the turn. Play out some more permanents, please, opponent. Free combat. I got a surprise for you. Delny, perfect, yeah. Target that Solitude. Argus costs. Enters or attacks, choose it to one other target creature. It's suspected, exile, otherwise suspected. Okay. It's a nice little combo. Wait, how come they got double triggers? Oh, okay, because of Delny. Alright, fair enough. Got rid of my creature. Yes. Now that you've targeted, let us overload. That ought to slow you down a bit. I guess they can Solitude. It's flash, right? Yeah. That's a darn shame. I wonder if I go for the plus and then I can ninjutsu. This is hexproof, so they can't hit Kaito.
I've trained with the best.
They can certainly hit Nezumi Road Captain. So yeah, I think this is what we do. We ninjutsu this. Back to hand. Then if they try to do their solitude trick, we can ninjutsu again. A little bit of ninja mind tricks here. And then I bet if they do that, they scoop. Let's see. Does it play out how I think? Oh, snap. And then we shall ninjutsu that again.
This is where the house
And then we can even ninjutsu this again to draw more cards. Oh, but they didn't scoop. They just gave us a nice. But Delny is pretty good in this deck. Don't have enough mana to memory lapse. So we got too fancy. Too fancy there. Let's oh wait, they can block that. Danger, Will Robinson.
Your tech is way slim chances. Just make victory that much.
Trying to draw a card.
My eyes are as sharp as my sword.
Take a land drop. I suppose. Oh, they're at 1. I think we got you, opponent. Let's get some life gain there in that last card. Any life gain? You can double Delny. Brutal Cathar. Oh, that's not bad. Only hits creatures, though. We don't have any. Good game. Quite a game. Trigger. And that, my friends, is ninjas. Okay, gold star, gold ninja star for everyone who stuck around to the very end, because you're going to discover the secret of this deck, which is that, at least as I played it, not very good. 3 and 7. I did go back and add some fetch lands so that we could go 2 and 5 with it, as opposed to the 1 and 2. Actually, doing better without the fetch lands. But anyways, I think this is a deck you're going to play if you love ninjas and you want to have fun with ninjas, and you can probably tune it a bit more, but I wouldn't expect it to win that much. You could actually probably take out some of the more powerful cards and see if that matches you down and gives you a little bit better matches with the matchmaker, but it's ninjas. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing for almost 2 hours for you. This has been Mana Dad reminding you Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.